The summer festival was the highlight of the year, where laughter and music created a lively atmosphere. Lily stood near the fountain, her eyes scanning the crowd. She was a shy girl with a love for poetry. This was her favorite time of the year. Alex, on the other hand, was a charming and adventurous boy with a passion for music. He was performing with his band at the festival. His easygoing nature and infectious smile made him a favorite among the townsfolk. Their paths crossed near the pie booth. Lily, distracted by the lively crowd and her thoughts, bumped into Alex, causing him to nearly drop his guitar. "I'm so sorry," Lily exclaimed, her cheeks flushing with embarrassment. "No worries at all," Alex replied with a grin. "I'm Alex, by the way." "Lily," she said softly, still feeling a bit flustered. "Nice to meet you, Lily. Enjoying the festival?" "Yes, I love the atmosphere. It's so inspiring," she replied, her eyes lighting up with enthusiasm. "Are you a writer?" "Sort of. I like to write poetry," Lily admitted. "That's awesome. I'm a musician. Maybe we could collaborate sometime," he suggested, his eyes twinkling with excitement. Lily smiled, feeling a warmth spread through her chest. "I'd like that." As the day went on, Lily and Alex found themselves drawn to each other. They talked about their dreams and aspirations, discovering a shared love for expressing themselves through art. The festival's vibrant energy mirrored the growing connection between them. When the sun began to set, Alex's band took to the stage. Lily found a spot near the front, her heart pounding with anticipation. As Alex strummed his guitar and sang, his eyes occasionally met hers, creating a silent exchange of emotions. The performance was electric, and when it ended, the crowd erupted in applause. Alex found Lily in the crowd and made his way to her. "How did you like it?" he asked, slightly out of breath, but beaming with pride. "You were amazing," Lily said, her admiration evident. "Thanks, it means a lot to hear that from you," Alex replied, feeling a special connection with her. As the festival wound down, Alex and Lily walked together, the night air cool and refreshing. They stopped by the old oak tree in the park, its branches spreading out like a protective canopy. "This tree has been here for as long as I can remember," he mused. "It's seen so many moments, so many stories." Lily nodded, her eyes softening. "It's one of my favorite places in Maplewood. It feels timeless, like it holds all the memories of the town." Alex turned to her, his expression thoughtful. "Maybe we can add our own memory to it," he suggested, pulling out a pocket knife. He carefully carved their initials into the bark, a small symbol of the connection they had found. Lily watched, her heart swelling with emotion. "It's beautiful," she whispered, running her fingers over the carving. Alex looked at her, his eyes reflecting the same feeling. "So are you." They stood there, under the old oak tree, their hands intertwined as the festival continued around them. In that moment, they knew that their lives had been irrevocably changed, the spark of their connection lighting the path ahead. "Can I see you again?" Alex asked, his voice hopeful. Lily smiled, the warmth of the evening still lingering in her heart. One afternoon, while Lily was reading in the town library, a familiar voice broke her concentration. "Fancy meeting you here." She looked up to see Alex standing there, his eyes bright with amusement. "Alex, what are you doing here?" "I was hoping to find you," he admitted, his tone light. "I wanted to ask if you'd like to join me for a walk. There's a place I'd like to show you." Curiosity piqued, Lily nodded, closing her book. "I'd love to." They strolled through the town, the comfortable silence between them filled with unspoken understanding. Alex led her to a small, hidden garden on the outskirts of Maplewood. The garden was a riot of colors, flowers in full bloom, their scents mingling in the air. "This is beautiful," Lily breathed, her eyes wide with wonder. "How did you find this place?" Alex grinned, pleased with her reaction. "I stumbled upon it a few years ago. It's my secret hideaway. I come here when I need to think or find inspiration." Lily admired the array of flowers, her fingers brushing over the petals. "It's perfect. Thank you for sharing it with me." They sat on a stone bench, surrounded by the beauty of the garden. "Tell me about your music," Lily encouraged, her curiosity genuine. "What inspires you?" Alex leaned back, gazing at the sky. "Everything, really. People, places, emotions. Music is how I express what I can't put into words. It's my way of connecting with the world." Lily listened, captivated by his passion. "That's beautiful, Alex. I feel the same way about writing. It's my way of making sense of things, of capturing the moments that matter." Their conversation flowed effortlessly, each discovering new facets of the other. As the afternoon turned to evening, they reluctantly left the garden, a promise to return lingering in the air. Their walks became a regular occurrence, each one deepening their connection. They explored the town, shared stories, and created new memories, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. One evening, as they stood by the old oak tree, Alex turned to Lily, a serious expression on his face. "Lily, I need to tell you something." Her heart skipped a beat, worry creeping in. "What is it, Alex?" "I've been offered a chance to record some music in the city," he confessed, his voice tinged with both excitement and apprehension. "It's a huge opportunity, but it means I'll have to leave Maplewood for a while." Lily's heart ached at the thought of him leaving, but she pushed aside her own fears. "That's incredible, Alex. You have to go for it. It's your dream." "But what about us?" Alex asked, his eyes searching hers. "I don't want to lose what we have." Lily reached for his hand, squeezing it reassuringly. "We'll find a way. No matter where you go, we'll always have our connection. And when you come back, I'll be here, waiting for you." Alex pulled her into a tight embrace, relief flooding his expression. "Thank you, Lily. Your support means everything to me." There, as they stood under the old oak tree, the future felt uncertain, but their promise to each other remained steadfast. Their love, like the tree, would endure, no matter the distance or time. In the days leading up to Alex's departure, they spent every moment they could together, savoring each second. They carved another symbol into the tree, a heart with wings, symbolizing their love and the journey ahead. The morning of Alex's departure was bittersweet. They stood at the bus station, holding on to each other tightly. "I'll miss you every day," Lily whispered, her voice trembling. "I'll miss you too," Alex replied, his eyes filled with emotion. "But this isn't goodbye. It's just see you later." With one final kiss, Alex boarded the bus, leaving Lily standing there with tears in her eyes and hope in her heart. She watched as the bus disappeared into the distance, a silent promise echoing between them. First love is often described as an unforgettable experience, a profound journey that shapes who we become. First Love's Chapter 2, Whispers and Notes. The days after the summer festival were filled with an unspoken anticipation. For both Lily and Alex, their brief encounter had left something unforgettable. They thought about each other constantly, wondering when they might meet again. The first day of school arrived, and Lily sat in English class, half listening to the lecture, her notebook open but untouched. Her heart skipped when Alex walked in. He scanned the room, spotted her, and smiled, a smile that made Lily's stomach flutter. He took a seat across the room. They exchanged a quiet wave. During class, Lily felt a tap on her shoulder. A folded piece of paper was passed to her from behind. She opened it slowly, careful not to draw attention. "Meet me at the oak tree after school, Alex." Her heart raced. She turned to look at him. He gave a subtle nod. When the final bell rang, Lily grabbed her bag and rushed to the park. The old oak tree stood tall in the golden afternoon light. Alex was already there, leaning casually against the trunk, his guitar by his side. He looked up and grinned. "Hey," he said, his voice worn and easy. "Hi," she replied, slightly breathless. "I thought this place might be more fun than the cafeteria," he said, picking up his guitar and strumming a soft chord. "It's perfect," Lily said, sitting in the grass. That afternoon, they shared stories and laughter. Alex played a few songs. Lily read aloud one of her poems, shyly at first, but encouraged by Alex's attentiveness. As the light began to fade, he reached into his backpack and pulled out a small notebook. "I was thinking," he said, "what if we write to each other, like letters? We can leave the notebook here, in the tree's hollow." Lily's eyes lit up. "A secret mailbox," she said, smiling. "I love it." From that day on, the oak tree became their sanctuary. Every afternoon, they'd check the hollow for new pages, new confessions. Sometimes they met in person. Other times, they let their words speak for them. The notebook filled with dreams, fears, favorite songs, and secret thoughts they didn't know how to say out loud. One evening, Lily pulled a note that read, "Do you believe in soulmates? Alex." She thought carefully before writing her reply. "Yes, I think some people are meant to find each other, Lily." As September rolled into October, the park transformed into a canvas of reds and golds. They spent hours under the oak tree, their bond growing deeper. With every note, they peeled back another layer of themselves. Then, one chilly afternoon, Lily found a new message. "Meet me here at midnight. I have something important to tell you. Alex." Midnight. The word echoed in her mind all day. When the house grew quiet and her parents fell asleep, she slipped out the door and made her way through the quiet streets. Alex was waiting under the tree, bathed in moonlight. He looked nervous, but determined. "Lily," he said softly, "I know we're young, and I know life isn't simple, but I've been thinking about you, about us, and I want to promise you something." She didn't say a word. She didn't need to. "No matter what happens, I'll always be here for you. I'll support you, listen to you, and care for you. You're my best friend." And more. Tears welled up in Lily's eyes. "I promise too," she whispered, "no matter what." Their first kiss came gently, under the stars, the oak tree standing witness to their vows. Weeks passed. They continued exchanging notes and secrets, exploring each other's worlds. Then one afternoon, Lily found another message. "Can you meet me here tomorrow? I have a surprise. Alex." The next day, Alex was waiting, a small wrapped box in his hands. Lily opened it carefully. Inside was a delicate silver locket, and when she opened it, she found a tiny photo of them from the festival. "It's beautiful," she said. "I wanted you to have something to remember us by," Alex said. "Something real." Lily threw her arms around him. "I'll wear it always." But not long after, their world shifted. One evening, under the rustling canopy, Alex looked serious. "My dad got a job in another state," he said. "We're moving, end of the month." Lily's breath caught. "But what about us?" "We'll make it work," he said quickly. "Letters, calls, visits. I'm not letting this go." Lily nodded, blinking back tears. "I won't either." The remaining weeks flew by. Every note, every hug, every conversation carried a weight it hadn't before. On their last afternoon together, Alex brought his guitar, and they sat under the tree in silence as he played a soft melody. "I'll miss you every day," Lily said. "And I'll miss you," he replied. "This isn't the end. It's just a chapter." They kissed goodbye, slow and lingering, both knowing this moment would stay with them forever. After he left, Lily returned to the oak tree often. The notebook remained, filling with new entries from both of them, sent through the mail and added to their shared journal. It became their lifeline. Winter came, and one snowy afternoon, Lily found a new letter in her mailbox. "I'm coming back for winter break. I miss you. Can't wait to see you. Alex." When the day arrived, Lily waited at the bus stop, breath visible in the cold air. When she saw him step off, her heart nearly burst. They ran to each other. Back at the park, they found the oak tree dusted in snow, its branches bare but familiar. Alex pulled out another notebook, this one leather-bound and new. "For our next chapter," he said. They wrote for hours that day, their words catching up where time and distance had interrupted. Spring break brought another reunion. This time, Alex handed her a small, carved wooden box with a silver key. "It's for our memories," he said. "Notes, photos, tickets, whatever matters. We'll build our story inside it." They placed their first token, a concert ticket stub from the night they met. Their love matured with the seasons. The journal thickened. The box filled. Every visit brought new memories, and every departure renewed promises. During the summer, under the same old oak tree, Alex took Lily's hand. "I know we're still figuring out life," he said, "but I wanted to include you, always." "I want that too," Lily said, eyes shining. Their kiss that day felt like more than a moment. It felt like a beginning. And so, their journey continued, written in pages, preserved in memories, guarded by the oak tree that had watched it all unfold. Chapter 3: The Oak Tree Meetings. The old oak tree in Maplewood Park became Lily and Alex's sanctuary. Its wide branches and hollow trunk offered them comfort, privacy, and a place to nurture their growing bond. After school, they met there almost daily, sometimes with snacks, sometimes just with stories and shared silences. Their secret mailbox, the hollow in the trunk, held folded notes, handwritten dreams, and small declarations of love. One crisp afternoon, Lily arrived to find Alex strumming a tune on his guitar. "What's that?" she asked. "A song I'm working on, for us," Alex said. Lily smiled. "Our song? I love that." As the melody floated between them, Lily closed her eyes and listened. It felt like a promise, captured in chords. Over the weeks, the oak tree witnessed their laughter, daydreams, and confessions. Alex talked about music school. Lily dreamed of writing novels. They built each other up, their ambitions growing together like the branches above. One evening, as the sky blushed orange, Alex handed Lily a note with a sheet of music attached. "I wrote this for you," it read. Tears welled in Lily's eyes as she recognized their melody, now immortalized in notes. "It's beautiful," she whispered. "I wanted to give you something we could always look back on," Alex said. Seasons shifted. Even as the air grew colder, they met beneath a now bare tree, bundled in scarves and coats. On especially cold days, they huddled under a blanket, sharing a thermos of hot chocolate while Alex played their song. "I never thought I'd find someone who understands me like you do," Lily said. "I feel the same," Alex replied. "It's like we were meant to meet." One spring afternoon, Lily sensed something different. Alex seemed distant. "What's wrong?" He hesitated. "I got into a music program in the city. It's a big chance, but I'll have to move." Lily's heart clenched. "How long?" "At least a year." Though her voice trembled, she nodded. "I don't want you to go, but I know how much this means to you." They held each other tightly, the silence between them more powerful than words. In the days that followed, they cherished every moment. Before his departure, they carved their initials into the oak's trunk, an eternal mark of their bond. At the bus station, Lily clutched Alex's hand. "Promise you'll write every day?" "I will," he said. "We'll keep our journal going. This isn't the end." As the bus pulled away, Lily watched until it vanished from sight. The first weeks without Alex were difficult. She often reached for her phone, forgetting he was no longer close. But soon the letters arrived, long, heartfelt, and full of life. They chronicled his experiences and hopes. In return, Lily poured her days and feelings onto paper, sharing everything with him. One day, under the oak, reading Alex's letter, Lily smiled. The tree's budding leaves mirrored her growing hope. Distance couldn't break what they had. As summer returned, so did Alex. Lily ran into his arms at the sight. "You're here," she whispered. "I told you I'd come back." That summer, they rekindled everything under the tree, writing more journal entries, laughing and dreaming together. One golden evening, Alex took her hand. "I know we're young, but I can't imagine a future without you," he said. "Will you dream with me, build a life with me?" "Yes," Lily replied, without hesitation. "I want everything with you." They sealed the moment with a kiss, beneath the swaying branches. Time passed in a blur of sunlit days. They talked about their future: music, writing, dogs, cozy homes. The festival where they first met seemed both distant and recent, like a thread tying it all together. Near summer's end, Alex surprised her with a gift, a blank book titled Our Story. "It's for our next chapter," he said. "Let's fill it together." They wrote their first entry that night, documenting everything: hopes, memories, and the love that sustained them. As the stars appeared above, the pages held the beginnings of forever. Soon, it was time for Alex to leave again. At the bus station, their goodbye was heavy, but filled with trust. "I'll be back," he promised. "I'll be waiting," Lily replied, the new book pressed to her chest. As the bus disappeared down the road, Lily felt a pang of loss, but also strength. They had done this before. Their story was still being written. Autumn arrived, painting the park in warm colors. The letters continued, each one a bridge across the miles. The keepsake box under Lily's bed grew heavier with memories. Concert flyers, ticket stubs, dried flowers, and folded letters. Then came winter. Snow blanketed the park, and the oak tree stood silent but strong. Lily spent her evenings writing, her lamp casting a soft glow as she read Alex's letters again and again. One Saturday, a letter arrived that made her heart race. "Dearest Lily, I have the most wonderful news. I'm coming home for a week during the holidays. Meet me under our oak tree on the 23rd. Yours always, Alex." Lily counted down the days. On the 23rd, bundled in her warmest clothes, she trudged through the snow to the oak tree. And there he was, smiling, waiting. They embraced, their breath visible in the cold. "I missed you," Alex said. "I missed you more." They walked through the snowy park, catching up as if no time had passed. Back under the tree, Alex pulled out his guitar. "I wrote new lyrics," he said, and began to sing. The song told their story: the distance, the love, the reunion. Lily listened, overwhelmed. "It's perfect," she whispered. "It's for us to remember this." They spent the week together, making every day count. On the last night, under twinkling holiday lights, they kissed again. Chapter 4: Dreams and Fears. Spring arrived in Maplewood with a rush of color and renewal. The oak tree, once bare, now stood proudly with fresh leaves, a living symbol of Lily and Alex's blossoming connection. One warm afternoon, Lily sat beneath it, notebook open, pen gliding across the page. A breeze carried the scent of blooming flowers as Alex appeared, guitar in hand. "Hey," he said, settling beside her. "Hi," she smiled. "I'm writing a poem about spring, new beginnings." Alex nodded. This time of year makes everything feel possible. They spent the afternoon dreaming aloud. Lily wanted to publish a book of poetry. Alex longed to become a musician and tour the world. "You'll do it," Alex said. "Your words have soul, and you'll go far with your music," Lily replied. "I believe in you." But the dreams came wrapped in doubt. Lily opened up about her insecurities, whether her writing would ever matter. Alex shared fears about failing, about not being enough in a cutthroat industry. They took turns reassuring each other, each one the anchor the other needed. Later that week, under the soft light of evening, Alex grew quiet. Lily, I got into a music program in the city. I'll be moving in a few weeks. Lily's heart sank. She had known it was a possibility, but hearing it made it real. We'll make it work, she said, her voice trembling but firm. Letters, calls, visits. I'm not letting go. Alex's eyes softened. Neither am I. In the weeks that followed, they made the most of their time, talking, laughing, creating memories under the oak tree. On their last evening before his move, they carved a heart with their initials into the trunk. No matter where we are, Alex said, we'll always have this tree. The day Alex left, the sky was overcast. At the bus station, they clung to each other. Promise me you'll keep writing, he whispered. I promise. The bus pulled away, taking him into the horizon. Lily stood still, holding on to his promise like it was a lifeline. Summer stretched long and empty. Letters from Alex became her constant, filled with stories of music classes, new friends, and city life. Lily replied with poems and thoughts, each envelope packed with heartache and hope. One evening, sitting under the oak with his letters in her lap, she heard music. A melody floated through the park. Her breath caught. Alex, she whispered. He stood there, smiling. Surprise. She ran to him, letters scattering in the wind. They laughed, held each other, both crying and smiling. I couldn't stay away, Alex said. I needed to see you. That night, under the stars, he handed her a small leather-bound book. The title read, Our Story. Let's write it together, he said. Lily clutched it to her chest, tears falling. I love it. I love you. They began the first chapter together, recording memories and dreams as fireflies danced around them. The oak tree stood tall, as always, bearing witness. As seasons passed, their visits became a rhythm, short but sweet reunions between longer separations. They never stopped writing, calling, cheering each other on. On one snowy evening, wrapped in a quilt beneath the tree, Lily read Alex her latest poem. It's about change, she said. About us. Alex listened, captivated. You always make me feel something. So do you. As their breath misted in the cold air, they carved another symbol into the bark, marking yet another moment. One spring day, after a concert tour, Alex returned with a secret. They met beneath budding leaves, where he knelt and pulled out a velvet box. Lily, will you marry me? She gasped, then laughed through tears. Yes! 1,000 times yes! Their wedding took place in the summer sun. Friends and family gathered under the decorated oak tree. As they exchanged vows, it swayed gently, as if giving its blessing. Years passed. Lily's poetry was published, her words touching thousands. Alex's music reached bigger stages. But no matter how far they traveled, they always came back to their tree. One autumn, with their young daughter Emma beside them, they shared their story again. How they met, how they fell in love, and how this tree became their sacred place. Can we carve something too? Emma asked, eyes wide. Together they carved a star with Emma's initials. A new branch in the family's story. Later, with Emma playing nearby and music drifting from Alex's guitar, Lily watched the sunlight filter through the leaves. This life, she whispered, it's more beautiful than I ever dreamed. Alex kissed her temple, and it all started with a song and a tree. As twilight descended and the oak stood silhouetted against the sky, Lily rested her head on his shoulder. This tree, she said, knows it all. And it always will, Alex replied. They smiled as Emma danced among the roots, and the wind whispered through the leaves, a song of memories, of dreams realized, and of love that endured. Chapter 5: The Confession. The night sky in Maplewood was a tapestry of stars, each one twinkling brightly against the inky blackness. The air was cool and crisp, a perfect evening for a special meeting under the old oak tree. Lily and Alex had decided to meet at midnight, a time that felt magical and filled with possibilities. Lily arrived first, her heart pounding with anticipation. She sat down on the familiar patch of grass, the leaves rustling softly in the breeze. She looked up at the stars, feeling a sense of wonder and excitement. Tonight was important. She could feel it in her bones. A few minutes later, Alex appeared, his face illuminated by the soft glow of the moon. He smiled as he approached, his heart racing just as fast as Lily's. "Hi," Lily greeted, her voice filled with a mix of nerves and excitement. "Hi," Alex replied, sitting down beside her. He took a deep breath, trying to calm his racing heart. They sat in silence for a few moments, simply enjoying the tranquility of the night and the presence of each other. The old oak tree stood as a silent witness, its branches stretching out like protective arms. "Lily," Alex began, breaking the silence, "there's something I need to tell you." Lily turned to him, her eyes wide with curiosity and a hint of fear. "What is it, Alex?" He took her hand, his touch gentle and reassuring. "I've been thinking a lot about us, about how much you mean to me, and I realized that I can't keep these feelings to myself anymore." Lily's heart pounded even harder as she listened, her emotions swirling inside her. "What do you mean?" Alex took a deep breath, gathering his courage. "Lily, I love you. I've loved you since the day we met at the summer festival. You're my best friend and so much more. I can't imagine my life without you." Tears welled up in Lily's eyes as she absorbed his words. Her heart felt like it was about to burst with happiness and love. She had been waiting for this moment, hoping that Alex felt the same way she did. "I love you too, Alex," Lily said, her voice trembling with emotion. "I've loved you for so long, but I was afraid to tell you. I didn't want to lose what we have." Alex's face broke into a wide smile, his eyes shining with joy. "You could never lose me, Lily. You're the most important person in my life." They embraced, their hearts beating in unison. The world around them seemed to fade away, leaving just the two of them and the stars above. The old oak tree, which had witnessed their journey from the beginning, now stood as a symbol of their love and commitment. As they pulled back from the embrace, Alex looked into Lily's eyes, his expression serious yet filled with love. "I promise you, Lily, that no matter what happens, I'll always be here for you. We'll face everything together." Lily nodded, tears streaming down her face. "I promise you the same, Alex. We'll always have each other." They sealed their promises with a kiss, a tender and heartfelt moment that felt like the culmination of their journey so far. As evening approached, Lily found herself back at the oak tree, unable to stay away from the place that now held such a special significance. She traced her fingers over the rough bark, feeling a connection to the tree that had witnessed their love story unfold. A rustle of leaves made her turn, and there stood Alex, his eyes lighting up as he saw her. He walked over, a sense of purpose in his stride. "Couldn't stay away?" he asked, a playful smile tugging at his lips. Lily shook her head, returning his smile. "It feels like home now." They sat down under the tree, the setting sun casting long shadows around them. Alex took her hand, his thumb gently brushing over her knuckles. "I've been thinking about our future," he began, his voice thoughtful, "about how we can make this work, no matter where life takes us." Lily leaned against him, her head resting on his shoulder. Me too. We can do anything as long as we're together. They spent the evening discussing their dreams, from career aspirations to places they wanted to travel. They talked about the little things too, the way they'd decorate their first apartment, the pets they'd have, the traditions they'd start. Each word woven with hope and promise. The stars began to appear, one by one, dotting the sky like tiny beacons of light. The day had finally arrived. Alex was leaving for the city to pursue his dream of becoming a musician, and Lily was staying behind to continue her studies and work on her writing. The reality of their separation loomed large, but they were determined to make the most of their last day together. They met under the old oak tree, their special place that had witnessed the growth of their love. The tree, with its sturdy trunk and sprawling branches, felt like a silent guardian, offering them comfort and support. Lily arrived first, her heart heavy with a mix of emotions. She sat down on the familiar patch of grass, looking up at the tree that had become a symbol of their relationship. She touched the locket around her neck, feeling a sense of comfort in its presence. A few minutes later, Alex arrived, his guitar slung over his shoulder. He sat down beside her, his expression a mirror of her own emotions. "Hey," Alex said softly. "Hey," Lily replied, trying to keep her voice steady. They sat in silence for a while, simply enjoying each other's presence. The old oak tree stood tall and silent, its branches swaying gently in the breeze. "I can't believe this day is finally here," Lily said, her voice trembling. "I know," Alex replied, his heart aching at the thought of leaving her. "But we knew this day would come. We just have to be strong and remember our promise." Lily nodded, trying to hold back her tears. "I'll miss you so much, Alex, but I know this is important for you, and I want you to follow your dreams." "I'll miss you too, Lily," Alex said, his voice filled with emotion. "But we'll stay connected. We'll write letters, call each other, and visit whenever we can. Our love is strong enough to handle this." They spent the rest of the day together, cherishing every moment and creating memories to hold on to during their time apart. They walked through the park, holding hands and talking about their future. They shared a picnic under the oak tree, reminiscing about their journey so far and dreaming about what was to come. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the park, they returned to the oak tree one last time. They sat down together, holding each other close as the reality of their separation set in. "I have something for you," Lily said, reaching into her bag. She pulled out a small journal and handed it to Alex. "I thought you could use this to write down your thoughts and experiences while you're away. And you can send me letters using the pages." Alex took the journal, his eyes filling with tears. "Thank you, Lily. This means a lot to me." He reached into his own bag and pulled out a small, wrapped package. "I have something for you too." Lily unwrapped the package to find a beautiful necklace with a small pendant in the shape of a musical note. "It's beautiful, Alex. Thank you." "I wanted you to have something to remind you of me," Alex said, his voice thick with emotion. "So you'll always have a piece of my heart with you." They hugged each other tightly, their hearts breaking at the thought of being apart. But they knew that their love was strong enough to withstand the distance, and their promise would keep them connected. As the first stars began to appear in the night sky, they carved one last symbol into the trunk of the old oak tree, a heart with their initials inside, surrounded by a circle, a symbol of their enduring love and the promises they had made. With one final kiss, they parted ways, each carrying a piece of the other's heart. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Letters flowed between them, each one a lifeline that kept their connection strong. Alex wrote about his experiences in the city. The thrill of playing music in small venues and the people he met along the way. Lily shared her own journey, the progress in her studies, and the stories she wrote, often inspired by their love and the memories they shared. One sunny afternoon, as Lily sat under the oak tree with her journal, a letter from Alex arrived. She tore it open eagerly, her heart racing as she read his words. Lily, I miss you more than words can express. The city is everything I hoped it would be, but nothing feels complete without you by my side. Every song I write is a piece of my heart, a tribute to our love. I hope you're doing well and finding joy in your writing. I can't wait to see you again. Love, Alex. Tears filled her eyes as she read his letter, a mixture of happiness and longing. She penned her reply with the same intensity, pouring her heart into each word. Alex, I miss you too, every single day. Your letters are my solace, and they bring me closer to you. I'm proud of all you're achieving, and your music inspires me. I can't wait for the day we can be together again. Until then, know that my love for you only grows stronger. Love, Lily. Their letters continued to bridge the miles between them, each one a testament to their unwavering love. Lily often returned to the oak tree, finding comfort and inspiration under its branches. Months passed, and the seasons changed. One crisp autumn day, as leaves fell gently around her, Lily received a package from Alex. Inside, she found a CD of his latest music, along with a note. Lily, this album is for you. Every note, every lyric is a piece of my heart. I hope you can hear my love for you in every song. I can't wait to see you soon. There's something important I want to talk to you about. Love, Alex. Excitement bubbled within her as she listened to the music. Each song, a beautiful reflection of their love story. She played the CD over and over, feeling closer to Alex with every note. A few weeks later, as winter's chill began to set in, Lily received a call from Alex. His voice, filled with excitement, warmed her heart. Lily, I'm coming home for the holidays, he announced. I can't wait to see you. Her heart leaped with joy. I can't wait either, Alex. I've missed you so much. The days leading up to his arrival were filled with anticipation. Lily decorated their home with twinkling lights and festive ornaments, creating a warm and welcoming atmosphere. The old oak tree stood tall, its branches bare but still majestic, a reminder of their enduring love. Finally, the day arrived. Lily stood by the oak tree, her breath visible in the cold air, her heart pounding with excitement. She saw Alex approaching, his figure familiar and beloved. He dropped his bags and rushed to her, wrapping her in a tight embrace. Lily, he whispered, his voice filled with emotion. I've missed you so much. I've missed you too, Alex, she replied, holding each other close, the world around them fading away. The tree, with its deep roots and sturdy branches, stood as a testament to their love, a love that had endured and grown stronger through their time apart. As they walked home hand in hand, they talked about their future, the dreams they shared, and the plans they had made. Alex's eyes sparkled with excitement as he shared his news. Lily, I got an offer to play in a big band. And they'll let me stay based here, he revealed, his voice brimming with joy. We won't have to be apart anymore. Her heart soared at the news. That's amazing, Alex. I'm so happy for you. And there's something else, he continued, stopping in front of their home. He took her hands in his gaze steady and filled with love. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me, Lily? Tears filled her eyes as she nodded, her heart overflowing with love. Yes, Alex, Yes, I'll marry you. They embraced, their hearts beating in unison. The promise of a future together, bright and clear. The oak tree, their silent witness, stood tall and proud, a symbol of their love and the promises they had made. As they celebrated the holidays with friends and family, Lily and Alex felt a deep sense of gratitude for the journey they had shared. They knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, their love would guide them through. Under the protective branches of the old oak tree, they had found a love that was true and enduring, a love that would continue to grow and thrive, forever and always. Lily and Alex spent the days leading up to their wedding immersed in a whirlwind of planning and excitement. The old oak tree, their cherished witness to countless memories, would serve as the centerpiece for their ceremony. It felt only fitting to exchange their vows beneath its protective branches, surrounded by the beauty of nature that had been a silent companion throughout their journey. As the big day approached, their small town buzzed with anticipation. Friends and family gathered, eager to celebrate the love story that had touched so many hearts. The morning of the wedding dawned clear and bright, the sky a perfect shade of blue. The air was crisp with the first hints of spring, and the scent of blooming flowers mingled with the soft rustle of leaves. Lily stood in her room, gazing at her reflection in the mirror. Her dress, simple yet elegant, flowed around her like a gentle breeze. She touched the musical note pendant around her neck, a gift from Alex that had come to symbolize their connection. Her heart swelled with love and gratitude as she thought about the journey that had brought them to this moment. A knock on the door pulled her from her thoughts. Her best friend, Emma, peeked in, her eyes shining with excitement. "Are you ready, Lily? It's time." Lily nodded, taking a deep breath. "Yes, I'm ready." Emma led her out to the garden where the ceremony would take place. The path was lined with flowers, their vibrant colors a testament to the new beginnings they symbolized. As Lily walked down the aisle, she caught sight of Alex standing beneath the oak tree, looking handsome in his suit. His eyes locked onto hers, and in that moment the world around them seemed to fade away. The ceremony was filled with heartfelt moments, their vows echoing with promises of love and commitment. As they exchanged rings, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves of the oak tree, as if it were offering its blessing. When they kissed, the applause of their loved ones mingled with the song of birds, creating a symphony of joy that filled the air. One day, Lily received a letter that made her heart race with excitement. "Dear Lily, I have some amazing news. I've been invited to perform at a local music festival, and I want you to be there with me. I know it's a long trip, but it would mean the world to me if you could come. I've been working on some new songs, and I can't wait for you to hear them. I miss you more than words can say, and I dream about the day we can be together again. Please, say you'll come. Love, Alex." Lily's heart soared at the thought of seeing Alex again. She knew it would be a challenge to make the trip, but she was determined to be there for him. She wrote back immediately, promising to make the journey and expressing her excitement at the thought of being reunited. In the weeks leading up to the festival, Lily made plans and saved up for the trip. She couldn't wait to see Alex again, to hold him and hear his music. Their letters continued, filled with anticipation and love. When the day finally arrived, Lily boarded the bus with a mix of nerves and excitement. She clutched the locket Alex had given her, feeling a sense of comfort and connection. The journey was long, but she knew it would be worth it. As she arrived in the city, her heart pounded with anticipation. She made her way to the festival, her eyes scanning the crowd for Alex. And then, she saw him. Alex was on stage, his guitar in hand, looking more confident and happy than ever. Their eyes met, and a wide smile spread across his face. He began to play their song, his voice filling the air with the melody that had brought them together. Lily felt tears streaming down her face as she listened, her heart overflowing with love and joy. She made her way to the front of the crowd, her eyes never leaving Alex's. When the song ended, Alex jumped off the stage and ran to her, pulling her into a tight embrace. "You came," he whispered, his voice filled with emotion. "Of course I did," Lily replied, her heart bursting with happiness. "I promised you, didn't I?" They kissed, the world around them fading away as they held each other close. The old oak tree, miles away, stood as a silent witness to their love and the promise they had kept. For the rest of the festival, they were inseparable, making the most of their time together. They talked about their future, their dreams, and the challenges they had faced. Their love had endured the distance, and they knew it would continue to grow stronger. As the festival came to an end, they knew that another goodbye was inevitable. One day, Lily received a letter from Alex that changed everything. "Dear Lily, I have some incredible news. I've been offered a scholarship to continue my music studies here in the city, and it's an amazing opportunity. But the best part is they have a creative writing program too. I talked to the admissions office, and they would love to have you join the program. I know it's a big decision, but I can't imagine being here without you. We could be together, chasing our dreams side by side. What do you think? Love, Alex." Lily's heart raced with excitement and nervousness. The thought of moving to the city and starting a new chapter with Alex was both thrilling and daunting. She knew it would mean leaving behind the familiar comforts of Maplewood, but the opportunity to be with Alex and pursue her writing dreams was too good to pass up. She wrote back immediately, expressing her excitement and asking for more details about the program and the move. Alex's next letter was filled with information and encouragement, making her feel more confident about the decision. With the support of her family and friends, Lily began to make plans for the move. It was a whirlwind of emotions and preparations, but she felt a sense of purpose and excitement that kept her going. The day of the move finally arrived, and Lily found herself on a bus to the city, her heart filled with anticipation. She clutched the locket Alex had given her, feeling a sense of comfort and connection. The journey felt like a new beginning, a step towards a future filled with love and possibility. When she arrived in the city, Alex was waiting for her, his face beaming with joy. He pulled her into a tight embrace, and for a moment, the world around them seemed to fade away. "Welcome to the city," Alex said, his voice filled with excitement. "Thank you," Lily replied, her heart bursting with happiness. "I can't believe we're finally here, together." They spent the next few days settling into their new life, exploring the city and getting to know their new surroundings. They found a small apartment near their schools, a cozy space that quickly became their home. Lily enrolled in the creative writing program, and Alex continued his music studies. They supported each other through the challenges and celebrated their successes together. Their love, strengthened by the distance they had endured, grew even stronger as they faced this new chapter side by side. The old oak tree in Maplewood remained a cherished memory, a symbol of their journey and the promises they had made. They visited whenever they could, carving new symbols into its trunk to mark their milestones and celebrate their love. As they stood under the oak tree on one of their visits, holding hands and looking up at its sprawling branches, they felt a deep sense of gratitude for the journey that had brought them here. "Our love has brought us so far," Lily said, her voice filled with emotion. "I can't wait to see where it takes us next." "Me too," Alex replied, squeezing her hand. "No matter where we go or what we face, we'll always have each other, and this tree will always be our special place." They carved a new symbol into the trunk, a heart with their initials inside, surrounded by a circle of stars, a reminder of their enduring love and the promises they had kept. As they walked away from the oak tree, hand in hand, they looked forward to the future with hope and excitement. Their love, rooted in the promises they had made, would continue to grow and guide them on their journey. Life in the city was a whirlwind of new experiences and challenges for Lily and Alex. Their small apartment quickly became a cozy home, filled with love and creativity. They balanced their studies with part-time jobs, managing to carve out time for each other amidst their busy schedules. Lily thrived in the creative writing program. Her professors and classmates provided new perspectives that enriched her writing. She found inspiration in the city's vibrant energy, capturing the essence of her experiences in her poems and stories. Each night, she shared her latest work with Alex, who was always her most enthusiastic supporter. Alex, meanwhile, immersed himself in his music studies. The city's diverse music scene offered endless opportunities to learn and grow. He performed at local venues, gaining confidence and honing his skills. He often stayed up late, composing new songs and experimenting with different styles. Lily was his first audience, offering feedback and encouragement. Despite their busy lives, they made sure to keep their promise to each other. They continued to visit the old oak tree whenever they could, carving new symbols into its trunk to mark their milestones and celebrate their love. One evening, as they sat in their apartment, Lily noticed a worried look on Alex's face. "What's on your mind?" she asked, sensing his unease. Alex sighed, running a hand through his hair. "I've been offered a chance to go on tour with a band. It's an amazing opportunity, but it means I'll be away for months." Lily's heart sank at the thought of being apart again, but she knew how important this was for Alex. "That's incredible, Alex. You have to go. This is your dream." "I don't want to leave you," Alex said, his voice filled with concern. "We've just started building our life together here." "We'll find a way to make it work," Lily said, her voice steady despite the emotions swirling inside her. "We've been through so much already. We can handle this too." They spent the next few days discussing the logistics of the tour and how they would stay connected. They made plans for regular calls and video chats, and Alex promised to write letters whenever he had the chance. The night before Alex was set to leave, they visited the old oak tree one last time. Under the moonlit sky, they carved another symbol into the trunk, a musical note entwined with a quill, representing their dreams and the journey they were embarking on. "I love you, Lily," Alex said, his voice filled with emotion. "Thank you for believing in me." "I love you too, Alex," Lily replied, tears in her eyes. "Go follow your dreams. I'll be right here, cheering you on." With one final kiss, they parted ways, each carrying a piece of the other's heart. The old oak tree stood as a silent witness to their love and the promises they had made. The months that followed were challenging, but Lily and Alex's love remained strong. They kept in touch through calls, messages, and letters, sharing their experiences and offering each other support. Lily poured her heart into her writing, finding solace in her work and the connection she felt with Alex through their words. Alex's tour was a success, and he returned to the city more confident and inspired than ever. Their reunion was filled with joy and relief, and they quickly fell back into their routine, stronger for having faced the challenges of the tour. As they settled into their life together once more, they knew that their love could withstand any obstacle. The old oak tree, with its deep roots and sprawling branches, remained a symbol of their enduring love and the promises they had kept. Life continued to unfold in the city, bringing new opportunities and challenges for Lily and Alex. Their days were filled with work, studies, and moments of togetherness that made all the hardships worthwhile. One day, Lily received an offer to publish her first collection of poems, It was a dream come true, and she couldn't wait to share the news with Alex. When he came home that evening, she greeted him with a beaming smile. "Alex, I have amazing news!" she exclaimed, holding up the letter from the publisher. Alex's face lit up with excitement as he read the letter. "Lily, this is incredible! I'm so proud of you!" They celebrated that night, toasting to Lily's success and the fulfillment of her dreams. As they sat together, basking in the joy of the moment, they reflected on how far they had come since their days in Maplewood. Their happiness, however, was soon tested by the pressures of their burgeoning careers. Lily's book launch required her to attend numerous events and interviews, while Alex's music commitments grew, demanding more of his time and energy. The demands of their careers began to take a toll on their relationship. They found themselves struggling to find time for each other, and small disagreements started to escalate into bigger arguments. One evening, after a particularly heated argument, Lily felt overwhelmed by the distance growing between them. She went to their bedroom, seeking solace in the locket Alex had given her. She held it in her hands, feeling the weight of their love and the promises they had made. Alex, sensing her distress, followed her into the room. He sat down beside her, his expression filled with regret. "Lily, I'm sorry. I don't want us to drift apart." "Neither do I," Lily replied, her voice trembling. "But it feels like we're losing each other." "We've been through so much together," Alex said, taking her hand in his. "We can get through this too. We just need to communicate and make time for each other." They spent the rest of the evening talking about their fears, hopes, and the challenges they were facing. They realized that their love was worth fighting for, and they made a renewed commitment to supporting each other and finding balance in their lives. In the weeks that followed, they worked together to find a new rhythm. They set aside time for date nights, weekend getaways, and quiet evenings at home. They learned to communicate better, expressing their needs and feelings openly and honestly. Their relationship grew stronger as they navigated the trials and triumphs of their careers. Lily's book launch was a success, and she received acclaim for her heartfelt poetry. Alex continued to thrive in the music scene, his performances drawing larger audiences and recognition. Through it all, they held on to the promises they had made under the old oak tree. Their love, rooted in trust and commitment, guided them through the challenges and brought them closer together. As they stood under the oak tree on one of their visits, they felt a deep sense of gratitude for the journey they had shared. They carved a new symbol into the trunk, a heart with their initials inside, surrounded by a circle of stars and a small sapling growing beside it, representing their love and the future they were building together. "Our love has brought us through so much," Lily said, her voice filled with emotion. "I can't wait to see where it takes us next." "Me too," Alex replied, squeezing her hand. "No matter what we face, we'll always have each other. And this tree will always be our special place." They walked away from the oak tree, hand in hand, ready to face whatever the future held. The city skyline was visible in the distance, a reminder of the new chapter they were starting together. The old oak tree stood as a silent witness to their love and the promises they had made. The reception was filled with laughter, dancing, and joy. Lily and Alex danced under the stars, surrounded by the love and support of their friends and family. They felt a deep sense of peace and happiness, knowing that their love had brought them to this moment. As the night drew to a close, they stood under the oak tree, reflecting on their journey and the future that lay ahead. They carved one final symbol into the trunk, a heart with their initials inside, surrounded by a circle of stars and a small sapling growing beside it, representing their love and the life they were building together. "Our love has brought us through so much," Lily said, her voice filled with emotion. I can't wait to see where it takes us next. Me too, Alex replied, squeezing her hand. No matter what we face, we'll always have each other, and this tree will always be our special place. They walked away from the oak tree, hand in hand, ready to face whatever the future held. The city skyline was visible in the distance, a reminder of the new chapter they were starting together. Their love, rooted in the promises they had made, would continue to grow and guide them on their journey. The old oak tree, with its deep roots and sprawling branches, would always be a symbol of their enduring love and the promises they had